on Sunday, Patriots host the Steelers in Foxborough, where Tom Brady has never lost to Pittsburgh. The three-time league MVP, 5-0 against the Steelers at Gillette with 18 touchdowns and 0 picks. He's also number 1 this week on the Steelers' defensive priority list.
If you're talking about New England, it starts with Tom Brady, their guy under center. I don't know what I can say about him that hadn't already been said. Got a lot of respect for him as a competitor, as a tactician, as a guy that operates. His arm strength and accuracy is exceptional. His above-the-net game is kind of exemplifies a guy that's probably been on his job for 20 years, you know. He is very difficult to trick, and even if you do, it won't happen over the extended period of time or over the course of a football game.
More on this one now. Aditi Kinkhabwala's in Pittsburgh.
Well, Lindsay, if Tomlin was a little shy on specifics on the Patriots offense right there, it was by design. He said this first week is for the Steelers to focus on the establishment of who they will be. He said he and his staff this week will be figuring out a division of labor and who will fit what roles. Now, as for the defense that will face Brady, the Steelers do have 3 new key pieces, and the expectation is that they'll be much faster in multiple ways on multiple levels than they were a year ago. Of course, the most highly anticipated new piece is the rookie inside linebacker Devin Bush. Tomlin acknowledged that Bush will play a significant role for the Steelers. He said he will be a big component of what the Steelers hope to do. But he also said that being a rookie, this will be Bush's first real live NFL action, and that's something that Tomlin himself will have to balance. Of course, we'll see on Sunday night in primetime against the defending world champions on the road how that moment fits this young man. Lindsay.
Thank you, Aditi. You got any doubts about whether or not this young man is going to be ready for the moment?
I mean, I've seen him in preseason. I have 0 doubts. I mean, I see him going sideline to sideline. I see him coming downhill, making tackles. If you don't play him because you're scared of him going out there and maybe the lights may be too big or going up against Tom Brady might, you know, come up with some plays to out-scheme him and things like that. That's the wrong mindset to go into the game, because we're watching this kid in preseason and he's coming out of ball games with 10, 15 tackles. You got to let him go play. This is the guy you've been wanting in your defense ever since you lost Ryan Shazier. He is here. Why not play him?
Yeah, he's a finisher. I tell you what, I have no questions about his tackling ability. The one thing you have a question for when it comes to young linebackers is, can they cover? So if he's out there on 3rd down, guess who does a great job of using the running backs in the passing game? The Patriots do, and they've got a plethora of them.
I know it's early, but it seems to me they got him for this moment. That
Yes.
Patriots offense, no joke. Though there are some potential issues here, like the shuffling along the O-line. How might that impact what they want to do offensively, Sean?
Yeah, Lindsay, a couple of question marks. Obviously, Isaiah Wynn takes over. It's his first real game action, first time starting at left tackle. He's extremely athletic. Can he hold up against this pass rush, who, oh, by the way, the Steelers with 52 sacks led the league last year. So quietly, they have a really good pass rush. But I think the question mark, Lindsay, is really at center. All right, quarterback's best friend is his center. You've got to have a great relationship. You've got to get the snap first and foremost. But one thing Tom Brady loves to do, he loves to go no huddle. He loves to go silent count. Even at home sometimes, he'll go silent count just to time it up. And now with David Andrews on IR because of the blood clots, they will probably start Ted Karras because of familiarity. He knows the offense. He can handle all those aspects. But they traded for Russ Bodine, who has 74 starts as opposed to Ted Karras' 5 starts. So I'll be curious to see how that center position pans out. Who's calling the mic calls, the protections? Does that all change? And then also just from a personnel standpoint, Lindsay, the Patriots don't have the tight ends. They don't have Gronk. I mean, they don't really have the 2 and 3 tight end personnel package that they really like to use to kind of bring you in really tight with that personnel and then expand you out and spread you out. So I'll be curious to see how they use the running backs as receivers in this game.
Very curious. What do you think this game comes down to?
This game is all about JuJu to me, and I think he has the upper hand. I know everybody's thinking like, what? But JuJu's going to get taken away. That's what Bill Belichick does, takes away the #1 option, the #1 receiver. But the thing that's special about JuJu is he moves all over the field. So if you're going to have a guy like Stephon Gilmore follow him, like you did when AB was there, now he has to go play inside. When he's inside, that's a lot of room to cover when you're covering somebody man-to-man inside. And then when he goes outside, do you put a safety over the top? Do you leave him solo? And then you put him in bunch formations. They move him all over the field in different formations, different areas. It's going to be tough to follow him and put him man-to-man. You're probably going to have to zone him, and I think he's going to get his yards and his catches.
You think so? Yeah. And then if he doesn't, what does that mean for Dante Moncrief, for James Washington? If they do choose to shut him down and do so successfully, does that open things up?
Well, you know, I've been a part of teams where they try to shut down the number one, and I'm over there smiling because it's my time. So, James Washington, all right, Dante, it's your time. It's one-on-one coverage for you if they choose to double JuJu because you got to stop James Conner. Yeah. You got to make a play. You got to win your one-on-one matchups because Big Ben's going to come to you.
I think James Conner might actually be a bigger factor in this game than JuJu because you've got to slow the game down. Look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They tried to get in a shootout with the Patriots. It didn't go well for them. Tom Brady found a way to win it at the end. So shorten the game.
Beginning of the year, though, for the Patriots, this is when you want to get them. If you got them on your schedule, 4-4 in their first 4 weeks the last 2 years.
They hear us, too. They
that
know that, too.
Steelers' new look offense is subject of discussion on tonight's Game Day Morning season preview at 9 Eastern, on which we will hear from Ben Roethlisberger, who also says that Andrew Luck's retirement got him thinking.
Oh, here we go.